Welcome back to Alpha Day Trading. If this is your first time inside the Alpha Day Trading community, please take a moment to actually leave us a message inside the chat. Myself, other mentors, leaders, and other members inside the community would actually like to take a second to welcome you to the team. Yes, this is a pre-recorded video, so no, I do not wear the same polo every single day. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. You'll never know. And again, I just wanted to take a moment to welcome you to the team if you are new. And if you ever have any questions, comments, or concerns, please don't hesitate to let us know. That's what we're here for. Now, if you guys ever notice any issues whatsoever with the community, simply refresh your browser and that will fix almost every issue. If you notice any issues with the stream quality, scroll down to the lower right-hand side of the stream, click the settings icon and actually set it from auto to 720 or to 1080p, and that will permanently set your quality so you'll never have any issues with the live stream. Now, if you still have any issues and you've refreshed your browser and you've already changed the quality, scroll down to the bottom of the chat room page, click one-on-one support, and actually send us a ticket, and we will be able to reach out to you immediately to get everything fixed. It is our main priority to make sure you guys always have the best experience while you guys are inside the chat. So once again, my name is Josh Howerton. Welcome back to Alpha Day Trading, and if you're brand new, welcome. Day one, baby. Welcome to the Alpha Day Trading community. We're so happy to have you a part of the team. We cannot wait to work with you. And if you ever need anything whatsoever, never hesitate to reach out. We are always here to help. Let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and dive on into it.
I was going to try and sneak up on you guys. I was like, no, that's not going to work. And I was going to sneak up and be like, Corey, it is going to be a good day, buddy. It's going to be a phenomenal day. So what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Alpha Day Trading. Welcome back to the free stream over on YouTube. And happy Tuesday. As Corey would say, it's going to be a good day. I can feel it. Oh, I can feel it too. It's going to be a phenomenal day in the market, team. We have a lot of stuff to review. We have a lot of stocks to talk about. So I don't want to waste a lot of time. I want to go ahead and dive right into it because we have quite a few press releases. We have quite a few stocks gapping up. And really the question is, what stock has the best potential to move to the upside? What stock has the best potential today, right? We have probably 15 to 20 stocks that we could sit here and say, okay, this looks great. But honestly, which ones have the best potential for the best opportunity to make some good cash and some good profits in the market? So, once again, ladies and gentlemen, happy Tuesday. It is June 15th, 9:01 in the market. We have about, 29 minutes until the bell. Let's go ahead and dive into what we have going on today to get you guys prepared, get you guys ready for that money, baby. So let's make it happen. Let's have some fun. Once again, good morning, everybody in chat. Catherine, Traded Girl, Beth, Chris, Cole, Josh, Corey, Wes, B-Moose. What's going on, everybody? Let's do it. All right, so let's go ahead and start. Let's just keep it simple. Let's go ahead and run from the top to the bottom on our up gapper list. So number one, we have CLSD. So CLSD at 7:05 this morning, we got a press release, right? A decent press release as well. Clearside Biomedical announces positive safety results from cohort 1 of Oasis phase 1 out of 2A clinical trial of CLS-AX. Can someone enlighten me and inform me on what CLS-AX is? I don't even know what that is. All right, do you guys know what that means? I have no idea what that even means or what the point, right? I have no idea, right? All I know is for the treatment of wet AMD. I don't know. So with that being said, what do we need to look for in press releases? If you're new to the stream, if you're new to chat, what do we need to look for in our press releases? Keywords. Hot keywords. Phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 trials, meeting primary endpoints, right? Mergers, agreements, receiving a large amount of money. Carl Icahn. There's so many keywords that I've identified over the years that lead to big time spikes, big time runs. So again, we have positive phase 1 trial. So we have positive results from their phase 1 out of 2A clinical trial. So again, that's all we need to know. Positive results, phase 1 trial. Hot keyword to look for in a press release. So right then and there, that's why CLSD went from 302 and spiked all the way up, nearly 100%, all the way to $5.94 just to give everything back. I was actually talking to Cole over on TikTok. I've been looking at CLSD this morning. The biggest level that I was looking for this to hold was $4.27, right off these prior highs. I mean, we could even drag it down a little bit to around $4.12 and really connect all these highs. If we crack below $4, if we stay below that $4.25, right? If we can't get back above that $4.25, $4.27 mark, I'm leaning more to the short side on CLSD, especially if we crack below $4. It is easy to short. I would be looking to short this back down, probably like 330, 340, 350, somewhere, in the mid to low threes. I would be looking to short CLSD. However, right, if we get back above and hold 425 to 430, we have a lot of room to $5. Anything over $5, that's when it gets fun. All right, so let's go ahead and look at the daily chart. Why is $5 a key level? Not only is $5 a natural and psychological resistance number, it's also a pretty key technical level here on the daily chart. What makes it a key technical level? Look at that big gap, right? The stock gapped down below $5 one night, all the way down to $2.50, right? We have not been able to get back towards around $5 here intraday, right? Intraday to where we can actually see a daily candle. We did spike all the way up to $5.94. So you would be thinking like, okay, well, we filled the gap, right? We filled the gap in pre-market. I'm looking for the gap fill on the daily chart. So with that being said, again, I'm looking at that 430. We need to get back above and hold 430. If we can, we have a lot of room to $5 to fill the gap here on the daily chart. If we can break and hold over $5, that's when we can start seeing this rip to the upside. And we have a target of up around $6, right? Anything over $6, I mean, guys, this could really start getting some action all the way up to 630, all the way up to 7, all the way up to 875. I mean, CLSD has a lot of great potential if we break and hold above $5. So if we can't break and hold above 5, I will be looking to short this back down into the low 4s. If we open up and we crack below 4, I'm looking to short this down into the mid to low $3 area here on CLSD. Number 2, gapping up 32%, we have TRCH. I took 2 trades this morning here on TRCH for a whopping $112.28. So I took the trade here off the pullback to the 38.2 fib in the VWAP. I took the trade here as well for the bounce off the 38.2 fib for the break of VWAP, looking to get that hype. Again, we cannot break and hold the VWAP. So again, I was in and out, in and out. I was locking in a whopping $112.28, but not a bad way to start my Tuesday, right? Up $100 and the market's not even open. Green is green, profit is profit. So with TRCH, why is this stock even moving on up, right? Well, we can see that it started to get some action last night, all right? So what we have here is Torchlight declares special dividend of new Series A preferred. Wow. So they declare a special dividend of new Series A preferred. That is a great press release. I hope you guys sense the sarcasm there. So again, it's not a super hot press release, but TRCH got some action last night. When traders wake up this morning, they remember TRCH being one of the top gainers in post-market from a close of $3.58 and closing post-market session right around $4.20. Again, up almost 60 cents per share in after hours. So again, when traders wake up bright and early this morning at 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, whatever, that's why we see TRCH get a push to the upside to 520. Everybody else waking up, coming in late, taking profits. Again, we did this lesson yesterday as far as thinking, what are other traders thinking, right? The stock was at $3.58. The stock is gapping up right now at this point in time over $1 per share. That's a 20%, 30% gain. What do you think investors and swing traders are doing? Right, they're probably locking in profit. We could see the same thing right out of the gate, right? We could see a lot of people locking in profit because they're up over $1 per share on TRCH if they're swinging this or if they're investing in TRCH. And again, traders, professional traders, institutions, hedge funds, whatever, they take profit, guys. They're always trimming profit, right? Everybody has a different plan. But again, If I was up 25, 30%, would I be trimming some profit? Absolutely. And you have a mass amount of traders and people out there in the market thinking the same way as far as trimming some profit. That's when we see these stocks gap up and start falling to the downside. So right now on TRCH, we're gapping up on not so great of news. We did have a couple decent setups this morning here in pre-market, but right now we need to see this hold above $4.50. Right? We see that pre-market low of $4.50. That's an area that we need to hold, and that's right along the lines of our 50% retracement. We had pulled back to the 38.2 and bounced. We lost it. We regained it, bounced. Again, right now we're losing that level. We're losing the 470 mark, which is our 38.2 fib. So right now we have room down to the 50% fib, also that natural support level, as well as our pre-market low right there around $4.50. All right, so again, that's a level that I want to see TRCH stay above. If we crack below 450, I'm pretty certain that we'll come down and fill this gap here from pre-market, right? Down towards around 416 to 420. We have a little bit of a gap here from the gap up and push here in pre-market. So if we crack below 450, I would expect to see it down towards around that 416 to 420 before getting some kind of reversal before we start to see the next leg up. If we come down, fill the gap, bounce, and we crack below 416, we'll most likely see it into the 390s right off of those after hours highs here on TRCH. So again, right now, I want to see it stay above 450, maybe break the big downtrend, and we do have room to retest these 520 highs. Anything over $5.20 here on TRCH, we have room to 585. Anything over that 585, $6 mark, we do have room to $6.75, retesting these all-time highs. And again, I don't even know if these are all-time highs. Let me go max available on my daily chart. We can see those are all-time highs on TRCH. All right, so with that being said, that's going to be our final target. Our top final target is a retest of those 675 highs. Now, if we ever break over 675, the sky's the limit. We would play it every 50 cents to every dollar to lock in some profits, as again, there's not a lot of overhead resistance besides, excuse me, guys, besides psychological natural resistance. All right. So that's what we got going on with TRCH, guys. All right. That's kind of what I'm looking at here. And this is actually going to make it into the top 3 stocks that I'm watching today. So definitely number 1, number 2, or number 3. Again, I haven't decided yet. But definitely making it into the top 3 stocks that I'm watching out of the gate. CLSD is making it in there. And TRCH is making it in the top 3 as well. Moving on. We also have UFAB. UFAB, there's not really a lot to talk about. UFAB doesn't really look all that great in pre-market. If I'm not mistaken, UFAB, I know I get my tickers mixed up sometimes. It's just fading on off. It's giving a lot of its gains back. So realistically, the only thing that we can do at this point in time is run a fib off this level and see if any of these fibs have been respected. And we can see it bounced off the 38.2. You can see that it fought around the 50, and it's kind of chopping around the 61.8. So honestly, the fib's not honored enough for me to want to utilize that at this point in time over on UFAB. So now I'm just really looking at overall levels of support and resistance. So right now we're at 426, right? So we are slightly above that 50-day moving average, but look at the 50-day cross in the 200. This is an extremely bearish stock, right? So what I'm seeing here as far as support would be back down towards around 394. I'm looking left. I see some resistance at 440. I see some resistance up towards around 480, right? And then we have that $5 200-day moving average as well. So could UFAB move to the upside? Absolutely. But what's going to be a really, really strong level of resistance? It's going to be that $5 mark. We have $5 psychological resistance. It's a whole number. We have daily chart resistance right around $5, and we have the 200-day moving average. So if we start to see UFAB moving on up, $5 would be a great area to start locking in some profits. Now, if we ever start breaking out over that $5 mark, we definitely have room up to $5.52, and then we have room up towards around $5.80. Right now, bottom support on UFAB is back down towards around $3.94 to $4. Now, if we ever start cracking below that level, probably see it back down into the mid 3s if this one cannot hold up, if it starts fading on off. Is UFAB making it into my top 3? It is not. Right now, it's a back burner play. UFAB, they had news last night that they announced extension of their forbearance agreement through February 28th. They announced their extension of their forbearance agreement. Who cares? I mean, honestly, who cares? They're extending their forbearance, just like any person is doing right now, right? I took the forbearance, right? They're going to remodify my loan, tack it to the end, lower my interest rate, lower my payment, but I'm not making a mortgage payment for the next 18 months, and I can take that cash and stack it, and it's not going to change my final end results on how my home is paid off. Why wouldn't I take the forbearance? They're giving me free money for 18 months and extending my loan 18 months with a lower interest rate and a lower payment. And again, I'm not paying more interest in the beginning. It's not like I'm starting from scratch on the loan to where I'm doubling up on interest. Why wouldn't I take the forbearance? So again, it's nothing exciting. It's nothing like super hype. They're extending their forbearance agreement through February. Big deal, right? So again, the news doesn't excite me on UFAB, right? The chart doesn't excite me on UFAB. Overall, I'm not really excited here. So again, I'm going to throw this on the back burner, all right? I still want to keep it on watch and look at the technicals just in case it starts moving on up. But again, overall, UFAB does not excite me whatsoever. So again, back burner play for me, guys. Again, we know our technicals. We know why it's moving on up. We know exactly when to get involved and kind of what to expect if we start breaking over certain levels here on UFAB. All right. Moving on, we have next AL to the F. All right, so ALF drops a press release this morning at 8 o'clock a.m. So ALF engages Miami-based fulfillment and distribution center to roll out 10,000 Uber and Lyft digital tablets nationwide. Now, again, that's not bad, right? 10,000 digital tablets for Ubers and Lyfts. Now, I'm kind of curious to see what that equates to from a dollar perspective. How much revenue is this company going to make on that? Is a tablet $1 or is the tablet $1,000? It makes a huge difference on how good this press release really is. So let's kind of head and just try and dive through this press release and see if they talk about anything as far as what it costs per tablet, kind of what their expected revenue would be on this rollout. So again, we're just kind of scanning through. We're looking for any kind of dollar amount in regards to the tablet. It's just something I'm curious about. So that's about. So I don't really see anything there. Let's go into a different press release. Maybe we have something there. Nothing there, nothing there. I'm not really seeing anything that really stands out. So to also involve a chance for the next 50,000 digital tablets to be fulfilled and staged at all nighter. So again, I was looking for some kind of like dollar amount in there to see if it was like $2 million is what they're going to make off this 10,000 digital tablet rollout for Uber and Lyft, but I can't find anything. But again, a pretty large amount of digital tablets for the only two most popular ride-sharing companies out there, Uber and Lyft, right? So overall, ALF doesn't really have a bad press release. It's not bad whatsoever. Let's go ahead and dive into ALF. We can see that it's a recent IPO stock, right? The stock just IPO'd end of April, end of May. End of May? Beginning of May. So right now, go ahead and clear the drawing set out. Since it's an IPO, right, we don't have a lot of data to go off of from a daily perspective. Let's go ahead and just throw this into a 1-hour chart. Let's open this up about 90 days. And let's really just dive into this on the hour chart and really just try and pinpoint some of our levels. All right, so really, we're going to start high. All right, we're going to start at that $5.99. Kind of come down here and see right around that $5 mark. Right down here, around 428. 428 is key. Resistance, support, resistance, 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 multiple times. So 428 is definitely a level that we need to get above and stay above. And then we can see back down towards around the 388. It's going to be a good higher time frame level as far as support, right? We have the IPO open. Have the stock bouncing, resistance. So again, we've identified 388 being a pretty good level as far as support if we crack below 4. Now, if we start cracking below 4, cracking below that 388, I probably won't be too interested whatsoever in ALF. But if ALF can get above and hold 428 to 430, And when we break over these highs, right around, let's call it 450, we have a lot of room to 5 and then a lot of room towards around $6 here on ALF. So with that being said, ALF just made it into my top 3 stocks that I'm watching today. So I'm watching CLSD, I'm watching TRCH, and I'm watching ALF. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some more stocks to go ahead and talk about this morning. All right, so let's go ahead and dive on into it. What do we have else moving in the market? We have UXIN. All right, UXIN is like number 8, number 10 on the leaderboard. Currently gapping up 15%. It's trading 3.5 million shares with an average volume of 20 million shares. So we're not really trading above the average like we are with some of these other plays. CLSD is trading 8 million with an average of 200. TRCH is trading 10 million with an average of 7, right? So again, we have some better plays in regards to volume. Would you guys agree? I would say so, right? So, and then ALF is trading slightly above its average volume with a low float play as well. That's our lowest float play of the day, trading volume, gapping up 25% with decent news. Then we go down here and we look at UXIN. UXIN is trading nowhere near its average daily volume, and the float is 300 million in float. You want big time spikes and big time rips? Find a low float play. UXIN's 300 million in float. It's moving well here in pre-market. But when the market opens, that float's really going to take an effect, and it's going to be a slow and steady mover. All right. So with that being said, on UXIN, we're going to have some support down towards around 575. They obtained $315 million in financing. So they are receiving, through financing, a large amount of money, $315 million. So with that being said, we do have a good press release. The only thing is a large float, and we're not even trading anywhere near average daily volume, even in pre-market, off that good news. So that being said, am I really super interested in watching UXIN right out of the gate? Probably not, right? Probably not. But is it worth adding to the watch list? I think so. Why is my tablet dying? Anyway, so right now we have 575 support here from pre-market. If we come look at the daily chart, yesterday's spiking high was around 548. So as long as we're staying above that 550 to 575, we do have some great opportunity and some potential to the upside. Let's go ahead and put this on a 1 minute. We can see here that we're going to have some resistance right around 611. We have some resistance off that high around 626, and then all the way up into the 650s as far as being resistance here on UXIN. Now, if we ever start breaking out over those levels, how high can it go? Well, we have a gap to fill at 659. Look at the daily chart. You see the close and the gap down. We do have a slight gap down here on the daily chart. So again, 659, 660 is going to be a pretty key level that we need to get above if UXIN is going to get some hype and go on a big time move today. Would then have room up towards around 7, up towards around 8, up towards around 899, up towards around 963. But right now, it really just determines if we get back above that $6 mark and we can start breaking over that 626, getting back up to the 660s, and then we do have a lot of room all the way up towards around 7. Right now, intraday pre-market support is going to be at $5.75. Anything below 575, we'll probably see UXIN back down towards around 550. And keep in mind, it's a very, very large float stock, not trading a lot of great volume compared to its average volume here in pre-market. All right, so we had OPGN. OPGN has fallen off our leaderboard completely since 7 o'clock. Look at OPGN. It's not really trading any volume. OPGN doesn't look all that great whatsoever. So again, I'm not really focused on OPGN. Definitely watching CLSD. Definitely watching ALF. Oh, that was OPGN. I'm sorry. OPGN, we're taking it off. OCGN. Definitely want to talk about OCGN. So OCGN, we have a press release this morning that they announced Jubilant Hollister. Holy moly, I can't say these words. Manufacturing partner for U.S. production of COVID-19 vaccine candidate. So they're announcing yada, 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 blah, 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 blah. Words I don't know. Manufacturing partner for experimental COVID-19 shot. So OCGN is moving up from yesterday's close of $6.13, trading right now up $1 per share, right around $7.13. We are holding that $7 support level really, really nice. Again, on TikTok, for you guys that are over on YouTube or even in chat that were in our TikTok live stream this morning, I said I wanted to be a buyer at $7. I missed the trade. Again, I have a lot going on with newsletter, making sure my members are always taken care of, answering questions. I missed the trade, but why did I think OCGN was a good bounce play at 7? Well, not only is it natural support, but it was also the area in which we stalled there for about 10 minutes and then broke out with increased volume. So that was a demand area. It's also natural $7 support. That's why I was looking to buy the bounce off of $7. So right now, OCGN, as long as it's above 7, I do like OCGN up towards around those highs of $7.40. Now, if OCGN ever starts really breaking on out here, how high can it go? Well, I've already done the due diligence for you. Anything over that $7.35 to $7.40, we would have room all the way up towards around $8. Anything over $8, we have a lot of room to fill this daily gap up towards around $9. All right, so I really do like OCGN. OCGN looks really, really appealing from a technical perspective. Now, if we crack down below 7, probably see it all the way back down in the low 6s, right? The mid to low 6s, down towards around like that 635 mark, right? And I'm actually going to readjust my levels. I would say your first target be down towards around like that 660. We bounced here last Thursday. We had a lot of resistance there on Friday. We had a lot of resistance yesterday in pre-market. So again, if we crack down below that $7 level, we'll most likely see OCG and back down towards around $6.61. However, we break over these highs, 635 to 735 to 740. That's when we have a lot of great opportunity to the upside. Again, $8, $9, $10, so much potential here over on OCGN. So OCGN, we're going to say we got 4 top stocks to watch today. OCGN is definitely making it in to my top stock watch list. So again, let's go ahead and run through those stocks that I'm watching right out of the gate. We have CLSD. We have ALF. ALF's getting some nice hype to it right now. We have OCGN, and we have TRCH. Back burner plays. We have UXIN as a back burner. We have RAPT, yesterday's top gainer, as a back burner today. GRAY as a back burner swing trade coming on up. I'm actually looking to start accumulating a position here for a midterm swing trade over on GRAY because we have a lot of potential back up towards around $11. If we ever break over $11, we have a lot of potential back up towards around $14.60. I really like GRAY. Moving average squeeze, break to the upside, pulling back on decreased volume. I'm looking for another day of consolidation for that possible U-shape, for that nice big break to the upside. Now all we would need on GRAY is a catalyst to get this going again up towards around $11. So GRAY, I'm not a big swing trader, but when I see swing trades, I'm definitely going to talk to you guys about those. I really, really like GRAY, and I do think this one has a lot of great potential for great returns, 50, 100%, 150%. There's a lot of great potential here on GRAY, so I'm going to keep you guys updated on this one. When I start making entries, I'll definitely let you guys know, but GRAY is definitely on high watch still for a possible upcoming swing trade, and GRAY has been being talked about in our morning stock newsletter since last Thursday. All right, so GRAY, another back burner play. And then we have ANY and AMC as a couple other back burner plays as well. So starting off, I'm definitely watching ALF. All right, so starting off, I'm definitely watching ALF right out of the gate. We actually are trying to break 5, and if we break over 5, we have room all the way to that 560 mark. Right, so a lot of great potential. Where's support? Support's all the way back down towards around $4.50. So what could we see? Think of our strategy from yesterday. What could we see here, team? Possible washout long, right? The stock is squeezing huge from $3.40 to $5, right? It's up $1.60 per share. What do you think traders are going to want to do that are in ALF? Take profits. What could we see? We could see that washout long followed by a big time bounce breaking over those highs. So again, ALF, I'm really looking at ALF here for that possible washout long. We could also see a panic pop followed by a dump. So either way, I'm looking at ALF as my number one stock right out of the gate. DBDB, good morning. We are all set, ready to rock and roll. We got 30 seconds, team. Awesome. So let's get rocking and rolling. We got 6 seconds to go. Number one stock I'm watching out of the gate, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be ALF. And we're live, baby. Panic pop to 550. I'm short. Panic pop to 550. I'm shorting this for the crack below 5. Risky biscuits. Risky biscuits. But I want to see that quick panic pop to 550 for the crack on down below 5. Maybe get a nice short here. I may not get it. It's got to be a quick spike in the first 1 minute candle. And right now, it didn't go whoop straight on up in the air. Right? I wanted to see it boop right up to that 550 and then immediately get cracked to the downside. So right now, just kind of sitting back, team. Right now, we're just sitting back. I'm also watching OCGN. Everything's getting hit. Everything's getting a little shaky. Look at it across the board. RAPT, dump. TRCH, dump. UXIN, dump. OCGN, dump. ALF's the only one holding on up right now. CSLD, quick little profit taking action. Across the board, we see just OCGN, TRCH, everything, guys. Everything. Right now, be smart, be safe. You're starting to see a lot of that profit taking. But again, TRCH, as long as it's above $4.50, I do like TRCH for that possible leg on up. And we could possibly see a little bit of a red to green move on TRCH. So full disclaimer, I'm long over 450. I got 456 on my fill. I'm looking for a possible decreasing volume pullback. Possibly a red to green move for the break. And right now I only have a starter position at 250 shares. My stops are at 440 here, just to see if we actually get that 450 bounce and we see some action back up towards around 480 here on TRCH. Again, it's a risky trade, right? It's catching a falling knife in a sense. But again, I see 450 support. Want to start seeing some volume back over that 460. Possible little red to green move. We do have room back up towards around 480. My stops right now are going to be at 446. 446 is my stop on TRCH. Got to get over 460 here. Got a big seller at 460. 28,000 shares at 460. Now we got a little pop. I'm taking half at 460. Again, I only have 500 shares. It's probably like a whopping $50. But hey, green's green on a risky trade. I don't care. And on 500 shares, not bad. And I'm just going to walk away from it completely. So I'm going to wait for it to actually level off 450. That was a risky trade. It could go right on down. I'm going to take a small little $30 base hit trade there. How's ALF doing? ALF, we still have room down to that 450 mark. OCGN's getting hit pretty hard right now as well to the downside. UXIN, same thing. TRCH. Really, it's between TRCH, guys, and ALF are our top two plays right now. TRCH and ALF. So I'm glad I got out of TRCH because that one's actually cracking below the 450. And again, I would expect to see TRCH down towards around that 416 mark, 420 to fill the gap before actually getting a leg up if TRCH actually starts getting that leg to the upside. Right now, guys and girls, we're only 5 minutes into the market. Nothing really standing out right now at this point in time as far as trade me. Nothing. Just AMC over 60. AMC over 60 bucks. We have room to 68. So I'm long on AMC. I took 100 shares. I'm just curious because we got the break over 60, and 60 was a key level. So again, I took the break over 60 on increased volume with the close over 60. So I am long on AMC on 100 shares, and I'm looking to ride this today up towards around 67 to 68. My stops, I'll let it breathe about $200-300 bucks before I walk away from this trade. TRCH working its way down to that level of support. So we're keeping TRCH on high watch here. Down towards around that 416 to 420 mark. ALF is still trying to figure itself out. Right now, we know we have ALF support down towards around 446. And again, I told you guys I took a small entry on AMC over 60 just to see if we trend higher to 68 today. So on AMC, yeah, it's risky. But we broke a key technical level. And as long as we stay above 59.30, I'm happy. I'll take some heat on the trade. I'm happy as long as we stay above $59.30 here on AMC. Decreasing volume pullback. We got about 10 seconds to go, holding above that 59.30 area at this point in time. So right now, I may be averaging into my AMC trade for the next leg up. And I'm going to go ahead and average in here. Like I said, I'll risk a few $100 on this play because I do think bigger picture today, right? Bigger picture today, not short-term scalps, but big picture. I think we would trend higher, especially if we stay above 60. Now, if we start cracking down below 59, 58, all right, cool. I'm out. We'll probably not trend higher. We'll probably see it back down towards around 55, right? But as long as we're above 60, I do think we have a lot of great opportunity and a lot of great potential back up to $68. And yes, today. Really, that 60-50, we have to stay above that 60-50. And look at AMC. You dirty dog. I'm still not cutting it. I still do think that we have AMC potential today. So I'm going to let this one breathe a little bit. OCGN is like that textbook 9 EMA short down to 660. UXIN, oof, that one's nasty. RCH, RPT, nothing's really doing anything right now, guys. The only stock that's got a little bit of action is AMC. So let's see if we can hold above today's intraday low. Let's see if we can hold above that VWAP as well. And not all people like to trade pre-market due to liquidity. All right, so ALF is starting to pop on up a little bit here. Pretty random bounce right around 468. A break over 558, that's when ALF has a lot of great potential. A break over that 560, the sky's the limit. 6, 7, I mean, a lot of great opportunity here over on ALF. Right now, definitely the number one watch is going to be ALF over $5.60. All right. So guys, right now, 12 minutes into the market, not too much. I'd probably get stopped out of AMC here. I put my stops at 57.50, right underneath that prior low, but it looks really, really sell heavy to where I think I'll get stopped out unless for some reason we get a pop back up over 59. That's the only hope that we have. And again, it was definitely a silly trade on my part. Again, all I did was take the break over 60. Right, the candle closed over 60 on increased volume, and honestly, that's just a simple, breakout trade. Right, you wait for the break over resistance on increased volume, and then usually 80% of the time you don't see it move even lower. And unfortunately, we saw it move about $3 lower to the downside. So I'm taking right now about $1.25 of heat on the trade on 400 shares. So the only hope we have is if we hold this 58 mark. We got 1 minute. Yeah, we got to just start squeezing back up here over VWAP. So with that being said, the only reason I took AMC, guys, was because we had the clean break over resistance on confirmed volume, and I just had a feeling it was going to trend higher. Could it trend higher? Could it break over that 61? Absolutely. Taking a lot of heat on the trade, though, but it is something that I am holding on. My stops right now are at 57.50. So again, I think I have a pretty good stop on the play. If I get stopped out, so be it. You know me, I'm the break-even king. You know, I start red on the day. I'm usually really good at breaking even. So if I do get stopped out, I get stopped out. But if I get into some profit, I will be looking to take some profits over 59, close to my break-even price. So I'm still holding strong on AMC. And I'm not going to let my emotions get the best of me, and I'm just going to trade this logically. So stops are underneath this low. I'm going to give this a fighting chance to see if we can get back over VWAP and back over 60 here on AMC. ALF halted. ALF halted. This is like the best halt strategy. We are halted right at all-time highs. A gap up, followed by a pullback to the halt area and to those all-time highs makes this an even better trade for the halt strategy. So guys, all eyes over here on ALF. All eyes right now on ALF for our halt strategy. I'm excited. Let's see if we get a good little trade here. ALF was halted 942, so we're looking at 947.04. So we still have about 2 minutes to go here on ALF. ALF, I'm definitely very interested in taking this for the possible halt strategy. Got to see at least a 20-cent gap up, at least a 15 to 20-cent gap up here on ALF. Right now, we got about a minute to go. 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes. CLSD would have been a great short. I know that was one I was talking about this morning, wanting to short this below 430, and look at that pop, drop. Pop and drop. So CLSD, not bad. But ALF right now is where my focus is. So we got about a minute to go until we are live. If this is a 5-minute halt, you're on ALF. Right now, we are very, very close to going live. We got bids at 580. So here in 3, 2, 1. We're live. It was so quick. I never got filled on my limit order. Look at that, though. Gap up, down. It didn't fill me. It was a penny away. It came down to 558, and I had limit orders at 557. I'm canceling those out. Son of a gun. That's just unfortunate when that happens. A penny. A freaking penny. That's all good. It's all good. We'll find another good setup. So TRCH, big U-shape right up into the open. So that's going to be an area that is going to hold this stock down as resistance. So I'd wait for a little bit more of a pullback, Then get that third U-shape for the break over 480 with room to $5.20 here on TRCH. So right now, TRCH, definitely on high watch. Again, looking for a higher low pullback, nice little U-shape. Then let's get that third touch break over the 480. Right now we got ALF doing good, and we have TRCH team doing good as well. Up, TRCH is squeezing over the open. Let's see if it holds above. Got to stay above 480. It's got about 15 seconds left to stay over 480 here. And then we could definitely see it up to 5 and then 520 here on TRCH. I'm still holding AMC for the possible double bottom. Still holding AMC for the possible double bottom. Break over VWAP. Back up over 60. Stops are still hard in the system right now. Be unfortunate if I get stopped out, but if I get stopped out, it's okay. OCGN. Break over VWAP. Flagging over VWAP. So all eyes OCGN right now, team. Right now, stops under 7. 7-11 entries if you guys like it. Right now, we're flagging above the VWAP, above the 9 EMA. We could definitely see 735. We could definitely see 735 to 745 very, very shortly here on OCGN. Solid 2-to-1 setup on OCGN. UXIN is done. AMC is finally over VWAP. TRCH, false breakout over the open. OCGN, that flag above the VWAP and the 9, definitely showing strength up towards around that 740 mark. ALF, a little risky trading up off these highs. So a little risky trading up off those highs. They're on ALF. TRCH, just got to wait for this one. We got to make sure it's going to actually stay above $4.80. And I'm watching AMC over VWAP here. I'm watching AMC for the consolidation above VWAP for the next leg up to 60, where I'll look to start locking in a couple bucks. Oh, there's TRCH, guys. Nice healthy pullback. Looking for the break over 490 to $5. Right now, we want to continue to trade over 480 here. So we're looking for this to hold 58. My new stops are under VWAP, guys, on AMC. So I am trailing my stop up now. I don't want to see it back below 59. Slightly in the green, kind of hovering between slightly negative and slightly green. I'm in at 59.25. I don't want to see it back below 59 bucks. And I'm out. AMC is just a little iffy. So I went ahead and just took the L. I went ahead and just took the loss. $200 loss on AMC. I wanted to see it push. It gave a lot back right there towards the end. I'm not risking the trade to come back down into the 58s and the 57. So I'm out at AMC. I was break even, and I could have taken the break even, but by the time I got out on that little pullback, I did take a $200 loss there on AMC, which, you know, it is what it is. So just move on. Got to move on. That's it. OCGN looking good, team. If anybody got OCGN, good stuff. You're up a little, about 20 cents a share right now over on OCGN. A lot of resistance at 730, guys. A lot of resistance at 730. I'd be looking to lock in a little bit of profits right now if you were in on OCGN. That was a pretty nasty red candle on TRCH, and simply based on that, I may be looking to take a short here on TRCH, because that was a pretty nasty engulfing candle, but we're still right above VWAP. So I'm going to start a little short entry here to see if we get a quick little washout. Want to see it crack and dump down below 460. TRCH is being a little emotional right now. TRCH being a little emotional right now. Big nasty candle on increased selling volume. So again, looking to take the short for the crack down below the VWAP here. I wouldn't really say it's a cup and handle quite yet, right? If it was going to be a cup and handle, textbook, 50% retracement with a double bottom, so 50% still at that 460 mark. Again, I just see that nasty red candle right there on that heavy sell volume, which tells me that sellers are still in control. I'm looking for sellers to come back in and move this stock on down. So, I mean, I can kind of see the U-shape, the possible other U-shape here. Not really textbook, but I can kind of see what you're gauging there on TRCH. Now, 480 is going to be my stop here on TRCH. I'd like to see this crack on down right now. Down towards around 460 is a great area for me to go ahead and lock in at least half. 475, actually my stops. Anything above 475, I'm going to go ahead and cut it. Because it is fighting on 3 points off the VWAP. So we see 1, 2, 3 off VWAP. So that right there tells me that buyers are still trying to hold this on up. Still letting it breathe just a little bit, but we're getting very close to my stop here on TRCH, and so far, not a great day. You can't go green forever. I mean, I've been on a green streak for like 3 weeks. Let's not end it today. Let's not end the green streak. Let's keep the green streak going. I'm trying to go for a month. Let's make it happen. I've been green for about 3 weeks now. So, TRCH, don't let me down, baby. Don't let me down. But again, looking at the technicals, we have 3 to 4 points off the VWAP. So we see buyers really fighting to keep this over VWAP here. So if we do not get a candle close here in the next minute or two below VWAP, I most likely have to start cutting this trade. Every time it looks like it's going to pop, it does come right back down. into the low 470s. It tries the pop. It comes right back down into the low 470s. So I'm giving it like another minute or two here. See if we can get that crack. But I'm thinking it's going to pop up off the UAP. Come on, start cracking. Start cracking 470 here. Take 470 out hard. Come on. Crack for me. Right now, if it doesn't crack, I'm going to have to walk away. If it doesn't crack on this candle or the next candle, I'm going to have to walk away because it is bottoming off the VWAP, and this is a sign that buyers really want to prop this stock up. So the only hope I have is if someone comes in and just washes this out below that 470. But right now, fingers on the trigger to get out of this play, and I'm thinking I'm getting out of it because it looks like it's getting ready to pop on up here. Giving it a few more seconds. Yep, and that's my stop. Ugh! Now watch it crack. Watch it. Knowing my luck, it's going to look like it's going to pop, and then boom, it's going to wash out. You got the drop, a nice base, possible rally coming on up. So let's keep TRCH still on watch. Man, across the board. My goodness, AMC taking heat. Taking a loss, now it's a profitable trade. Give me 1 second, guys. I got to step outside. All right. Get your mind right. Get your mind right. Step outside, talk to the yard people. So right now, I am down. This is the first day that I've seen red to start my day. I'm currently down 424.63. TRCH again. The reason I took this short, big nasty red candle, right? Increased selling volume. Push back up to 480. I take the short, right? I'm taking my shorts right there around 470. And I just unfortunately got stopped out, right? Unfortunately, I noticed the 3 points. Boom, 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 boom. Really fighting for that VWAP. And that concerned me that it wasn't actually going to crack on down to the downside. That being said, you're not right 100% of the time, right? Not right 100% of the time, but I did like just that nasty red candle on increased sell volume, so I did go ahead and take it short. But right now, we are really grinding nicely to the upside here on TRCH. Again, we do have room to 520. We now have a nice little uptrend as well, so that's something that we need to keep on watch. There goes AMC back over 60. I'm going to flip you off, AMC. Yeah, big middle fingers to you, AMC. Big middle fingers. No, I'm kidding. Can't blame the stock. Can't blame the stock. And yeah, so GRAY as well. Definitely possibly setting up for the next couple days for a swing trade. So I might start building a little bit of a position here today over 460. Nothing crazy. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. So right now we're just waiting for TRCH back down towards around the uptrend and even off those prior highs for the break over 520 with so much room to 585. So right now TRCH is our number one watch. New high day on AMC. ALF has support back down at the 550. Right now, if you're watching ALF, there's TRCH at the 520. Very overextended, guys, so I might be looking for a false breakout to the short side. If I'm wrong again, I'll probably just call it a day. Honestly, take my L and call it a day. I mean, overextended pre-market highs of 520, right? Very overextended. We need to pull back at least to the trend line and retest 20. So I am short. Like I said, if I am wrong, probably just call it a wrap on my trading day and just work with you guys one-on-one, because clearly something's just not working. Okay, there we go. We got something now. We got something. Let's get 510 so I can cover a little bit of this position. There's 510. I'm taking a little bit of profit. I got 1,200 shares left. Break even. I'm looking to cover the rest at 5. False breakout short off the extended move to the upside. So I was able to squeeze back a little bit A little bit of green there. Back over 515, I'm cutting it. I'm going to take my profit and run like a little baby. Run. So here we go. Come on, crack on down below 5. Let's see. Can we get that crack below 5? Back over 510, I'm locking in more profit. Here, I'm locking in profit at 505. Anything over 510, I'm locking in my last 625 shares. I want to just see. Okay, and I'm out. Okay, I made a quick 300 bucks. Not bad. I'm only down 99.10 on the day. I'll take it. I was like, if I'm wrong again on the false breakout, I'm just done. I'm done, right? But again, very overextended from 480 to 528. We have yet to see a nice, healthy pullback, and we just pushed up to that pre-market resistance level of 520. So again, I'm looking for that false breakout, again, because the stock is very overextended since it broke over the 480. So again, good job, Josh. You nailed one green trade for the day. And AMC doesn't look all that bad either. AMC does not look all that bad at this point in time. So as long as AMC can stay above $60.75, we could see the next leg up. TRCH may not make it back down that previous high. So right now, I see support at like 492 support on TRCH. So TRCH, we have 492 for the next leg up. Let's see, are we going to break out here and run? We got to double top and pull back from that 492. Right now, if we break and hold, got a lot of room to 585 here on TRCH. I'm not shorting it again. I'm not shorting off the second top because it could push. Again, I'm not taking a short right now because it could definitely break because we do have a lot of great momentum to the upside here.